I should be good, I hope.
All right, man. It say we live. You go ahead and go to your go to my page.
Oh, you already know I'm headed there right now. It say we live on my end.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't share that thing.
Oh, yes, sir.
All right. Oh, we in there like swimwear now.
Oh, I see it. I see it. I see it.
All right. Let's go and get that thing popping then. Here we go. Hey! Social media. Check this out, man. It's your guy, man, Mr. Willie Ray Johnson Jr. And man, I just want to first of all say Merry belated Christmas to y'all and a Happy New Year. But man, I have been on vacation. You know, some of y'all that's been following me. I told you that I was gonna take a little hiatus because I was gonna, work on my mind, make sure that when I come back to y'all fresh on the new year with the Monday mindset motivation, that everything is right, man. But I have the distinct pleasure today of being on here with my mentor, my brother, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, let me set the stage. I'm gonna give him a chance to introduce himself because I mean, hey, if you know the boy, then you already know him, okay? But all I want to tell you is right here. The boy money so long, we call him bottomless pockets when I get around him. You know what I'm talking about? Boy money long, baby, long. But anyway, y'all, this gentleman, man, I've been knowing him for the last 5 years, and man, he has been an absolute blessing to my life, man. You know what I'm saying? I've learned so much from him. You know, we have some amazing talks and conversations. But for those of y'all that know me, man, you know when I come on here with him, and of course you already know when you see this hat on my head, man, we are about to share some value, man, that is going to be absolutely amazing. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, let me give y'all to the man, the myth, the legend, the brain behind this here blue bandit t-shirt you got on, baby. FBA all day. Mr. Step in that room, Terrence T. Hill. Go ahead and talk to him, baby boy.
Hey, man, first of all, I got to give it back to you, man. I appreciate you for allowing me to come on your platform and speak and just share words of wisdom and talk about wealth for one, Willie. And you've been doing a phenomenal job with it. And I know some people probably be thinking that Willie ain't really living that lifestyle, but I can attest. You know, I never went to a person's house and actually literally washed my hands up on the gold spouse, not up on the one sink, but many different sinks. So I gotta salute you, man, because of whatever you've been doing, keep doing it. It'll only get better. But to the people who listening, hey man, my name is Terrence Hill. Like you said, I started from being the most positive person in the universe until all that manifested, and then we started talking about wealth, and then now we are on track to go ahead and establish this Financial Blueprint Academy, which is designed to be online, a financial institution or organization that teach money. And Willie is a product of the way that it's going. With I just got a call, Willie. You know, you was the first person. Then I got a call from another person named Chauncey Reed, about the same good problems. And then today I had another call from another guy, and all y'all was saying the same thing. Hey, an abundance of money, what to do with it. So I know I supposed to just been introducing myself, but hey, I'm here in Amarillo, Texas, right here in the home office. All of it is a dream still. And it's my reality, and I'm living in it, and I'm enjoying it, Willie, and I'm having a good time, man. So I want to appreciate the connection, and for you to not only do what you do, but to help push the mission statement to help people get a financial peace of mind. It's simple, simple stuff, man. So thank you.
Hey, man. Hey, you already know, man. I told you I will never turn down a chance to get on here and share information with you. And I've been telling you this for the last 4 years. Joker, if we was playing Madden, rest in peace to the great one, man. Y'all know John Madden passed away. You know what I'm saying? But Joker, if we was playing Madden, your best juke move couldn't shake me, boy. I'm on you like a t-shirt on a two-pack, baby, on a hot day, cause you can't get away from me.
Hey, I ain't gonna hit the juke button. I'm not trying to juke you. Hey, I'm not gonna stiff on you. No, I'm not. I need you to come on. You know, we need more to come. We need more to play and work together that way.
Hey, you remember that old baseball movie, Field of Dreams? If you build it, they will come.
It's been built. Been building this since 2008. You know, really been building it probably like since 2013. But I started getting the education and learning back in 2008. And so that's how my vision took me, you know. And I said, you know what? This got me this far. Let me go share this with other people. I know Willie is tons of people who want to own their own time. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I do.
Because all we get is 24 hours in a day, man. And it depends on what we do. Like I didn't get no more time. It's only 24 hours, you know, and it's really night in the day, but 24 hours constitutes a whole day and night. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
sir.
it's only what it depends on where you at. In Alaska, shoot, daytime was like 23 hours at one point. So, you know, I just wanted to have that control, or I wanted to control the things that I do within that time. And a lot of people, I think, whether they want that, they say, and it sounds good to them, and but they didn't learn, Willie, how to put themselves in that position to own that. And that's what it's all about. But I digress. I'm gonna listen to you.
Hey man, hey, you know, like we always are already established, man. I will never ever try to get in your way when you talking, because you know you are one of those people, man, that you know have obtained a certain level of success. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get to that. So you know, one thing about a team or a support system is you can't never let your ego get too big, man. You got to always keep yourself at a humble state. And like I said, man, I got no problem at all taking a back seat to you, because I done rode with you before. You ride big and you drive well too. You know what I'm talking
about? What's up? Hey, I appreciate the respect and love, though, man.
Oh man. Well, real quick, man, before we get into this, man, because you know what I'm saying, I know we always try to make sure that we don't waste people's time and we always add value. So real quick, just so everybody knows that you probably be seeing this on either Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter for me, and you're gonna be seeing it on Terrence's Facebook page. So y'all know the deal, man. As you hop on, if you catching this, drop your city, drop your state, man. And as we going through this, if you have a question, man, just stay tuned, because we're gonna get you the answers that you need. But please feel free, like everything that you put in the comments, myself or Terrence, we make it a point to go back after this is over and answer your questions, because we don't ever want you to think that, you know what I'm saying, that you're asking us something or we're telling you something that we can't verify with, as that boy say, hard data and math, baby. Let math solve the problem. All right. So here we go. Terrence, man, me and you have had so many conversations this last week, man. You know, I'm making some different moves in some areas of my life, man, and I'm leaning on you to give me that guidance, because you know, like I was saying earlier, you are already where I'm trying to get to. All right. So the first thing I want to talk to you about, man, and like I said, I want to toss it to you and let you speak your piece, and then I know we'll kind of play off each other. But the first thing I want to talk to you about, man, is getting out of the line. Now, I know some people hear me say get out of the line. They like, well, you know, Willie, what line are you talking about? And the line that I'm referring to, Terrence, is getting out of the rat race. All right. Now, I know that you are the perfect person to explain to the people, you know, that are following you or following me, to help them understand what is it that we're talking about when we're talking about out of the line and out of the rat race.
Okay. And you know me, man, I'm a show break it down, and I like to give a good picture. And it just so happened out here in this part of Texas where I'm at, there's a lot of cows out here. So we smell money out here where we at. And that's something that I learned. I was like, dang, wow. But at the same time, I also watch these cows, Willie. And as I be driving on some of these back roads, and I see these cows, they all line up and they get in a line. Okay. So wherever they go, that's where they go. I mean, I don't sit there and wait and try to see where these cows going. I just know they structured. They're in a military, not a military line, but they're in a line, and they going somewhere, all going to the same place. I'm like, wow. Some people say they going home. I don't know where the cows are going. I know how the cows get into the stores. Okay. So that could be where they're going to get led to their death, okay? Or, I ain't gonna call it to their demise, but we need to eat the cows. That's how we live. God put that there for us, right? But to make a long story short and to get my point across, now get out of the line. Me, where I come from, I had a father. He had a father. His father had a father. That's a line. That's a lineage. Okay. That's how I look at it. Right. They all follow each other. Now, my daddy, when he passed, he only had $800 into his account. He died at the age of 89. So I like to tell people, look at your own history, follow your line. Okay. And see where you come from. If you didn't come from wealth, Willie, we already know wealth must come for you. Right. And it ain't too many people that come out and reach out to people to talk about wealth and to talk about what you're talking about, getting them out of the line. So, Willie, my daddy, he wasn't financially successful, and he died at the age of 89. His daddy wasn't financially successful. If so, I didn't hear about it. My great granddaddy, I never met him, don't know him, but apparently I don't think he was wealthy neither, because if it was, somebody jacked it up before it got to me. Now, here's the thing about this line. It's somebody listening to us right now. Their structure could be similar to mine. They didn't come from wealth. I didn't neither. So whatever success that we have, Willie, we had to learn it. Now, about these cows, Willie, and they all follow each other. Now, these cows finna follow each other to their death right now. But for the people who listen to us, I'm talking about financial, in a financial space. We didn't come from the wealth, but I'm in this line, but that was my great granddaddy. I saw him go up and he about to get slaughtered. Bam! Get hit in the head with debt. Let's just say debt. Whatever the case may be. Wow, that knocked him out, right? So he wasn't wealthy. His son sat right there, went and followed him straight up to that thing, got hit in the head. Bam! It could have been taxes, or it could have been debt. It could be inflation. What's going on right now? But it was something financially. Knocked them to their financial demise. Okay? Now, I got the choice. I done seen my daddy. I done seen what happened to him. I could go that same route and get hit and laid to rest, whatever the case may be, and be in that same financial duress. If I keep doing what they did, really, I said, no, I saw what happened when they went that way. I want to be a little bit more wise, and discernment kicked in and say, Terrence, if you go that way, that's going to happen to you. Like, Willie, if people look up a financial tree, they know where they're going because they know the instructions that they're following. If I would have followed my daddy instructions, I would be probably 89 and broke. When I get to 89, and I hope we live to see 89. You see what I'm saying? So, Willie, that's what we mean. Get out the rat race. Ain't nobody teaching it. Don't nobody even explain it. They'll talk about it. And the people that talk about it don't even know how to teach it. When you live in it, you can speak it. When you speak it, it's because you're walking it. When you walk it, you just keep talking it. So that's the line, Willie. And I hate that I had to go through it the way I did, but finances are not taught enough to people so they can understand it. Everybody understand. And somebody gonna be like, man, I have noticed cows. They get in one line. And guess what? We're gonna talk about cows a little later because cows are interesting. They are some interesting creatures. And everybody like to eat steaks, and people eat them. But I hope that was enough, Willie, to help people get the wisdom so they can make a understanding and discern, man, I really do need to listen a little bit more. But then again, it's up to them.
Man, hey, bro, you already know, man. Like I say, whenever you get to going, man, it's always good. Hey, like I say, I got no problem sitting in the back or going, being your co-pilot while you take us on this ride, baby. I'm just gonna check, make sure the throttle and everything doing like it's supposed to do, baby. That's all.
Hey, well, that what people on the same wavelength. That's what we should do.
Absolutely. But man, I just want to throw this one point in, man, because like I like when you do that and you make that point. But like as I hear you speak, like I said, we've had so many conversations, man, and it's just when I hear you say certain things, it makes me think of this, and I just kind of want to get your perspective on this before we move to our next topic. All right, so you were saying get out of the rat race, to do something different, and you talked about, you said that a lot of people don't teach money, so you're only going to do what you've been known to do, or what you've been taught to do, or what you've been conditioned to do. Just like them cows you was talking about. One cow started walking, another cow like, okay, where that cow going? And before you know it, like you said, you got a line of 98 cows. Only 2 cows decided, like, wait a minute, I've been over here grazing on this here grass. There's water right here. I got everything I need. Why am I finna go over there and don't know what about to happen to me? I've been eating this grass, drinking this water for months. I'm good right here. So let me get your thoughts on this, man. If I look at it like this, right? Like they say that, all kinds of diseases and things can be hereditary, cancer or, diabetes, all of that kind of stuff, right? And so like we as people, when we know that is a possibility for us, we'll make sure that we don't smoke, that we eat well, we exercise, right?
Yeah.
So I think a lot of people don't understand, Terrence, is that poverty is hereditary as well. You can pass that down just like you can pass down cancer and diabetes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, both my grandparents, my mom's dad and mom, my dad's mom and dad are both, deceased. And so they all passed away from cancer. So I already know that if I start smoking cigarettes, the likelihood of me surviving that with my history is not going to be good. Now, I may be one of these people that smoke till Moby Dick, get cut up in the steaks. But I know that if I don't smoke, that my chances of seeing that are more likely. So just kind of give me your thoughts on that, man. Like we always so health conscious, but some of us never become money conscious until it's too late.
Yeah, and that's, to me, and I like to keep stuff simple and apply logic and really, look at it from both angles. But Willie, when you got eyes and you can see that's what happened in your family, like, no, don't do that, because it don't take nothing to say don't smoke because cancer's gonna get you. It really get us real bad. So when you talk about poverty, and you know that poverty will always be amongst us, it don't have to be. I don't believe it have to be, but it will. I'm not gonna defy that, because everybody is not gonna learn. Because just like you said, it's, it ain't. Like, I don't think it's no DNA cell or stem or anything in anybody that say broke poverty. No, you ain't born with that. Ain't no way. You born with a brain with no wrinkles on it. It's programmed into whatever you want to become. So when or when you're always being shown, you're being shown things about your health. That's up to you to be health conscious. You being shown things about your fitness. That's up to you to be, fitness, physically aware. But that money, Willie, for some reason, like, they don't put that money game in front of people to get a whole lot of views. And for me, the reason why I say that, because if everybody understood a level of finances as yourself, see, a lot of stuff have a decrease in price, because a lot of people wouldn't value that price. See, money is whatever we put the value on. But a lot of us don't think like that because we're not taught that. We're not seeing enough of that. So to answer your question, if it was more, you could say commercials, whatever, in regards to learning money. See, it'd be a little bit more fair playing ground for the people that know money. No money, and you have no money problem, Willie. The people just haven't seen enough about money. They only going off of what they seen. And that was probably cow number 1, their father, their guardian. Cow number 2, their grandfather. Number 3, their great guardian, their great grandfather, whoever raised them. See, that's all they seen. One thing about a kid, Kids don't really do what you tell them to do, but they will do what they see you do. I don't know why no parent would want to let them kids see that they are learning money so they won't have no money problem. I don't know why, but I'm so glad I started learning. And my kids are watching.
Yes, sir. My
And
man.
they even do what I do. They invest. They are investors.
Hey. Hey, a bad tree cannot produce good fruit. Just like a good tree cannot produce bad fruit. Hey, I'm just gonna leave that one with that one, man. And I know we kind of talked about the agenda just a little bit, but it's just amazing how that ending piece of what we was talking about as far as getting out of the line, getting out of the rat race, is going right into the next topic. And I want to read it to you, and then I want to get your thoughts on it. You know what I'm saying? And then of course, I have my own thoughts, but I know that once you start talking, man, you know how they say when you go to the barbecue and the grill already hot and you putting that meat down there, you just like, boy, what you got, man? I got these chicken, man. Put that chicken on that grill, baby. It's hot already. Let's get it.
Yes, sir.
So here we go, man. The next topic is we want to talk about how you must attach yourself to someone who is where you want to be. That's important. But what you got to make sure of is that the person that you are attaching yourself to is willing to teach you what they know. All right. And before I turn it over to you, man, I know that some of us, for whatever reason, man, I like you said before, like the further you go, the further you can see. And what I'm learning as the further I go is that a lot of people want to try to attach to people that they how can I say, they don't have the access to them. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, for instance, like I know some people want, they're trying to get into the rap game or whatever the case may be, but they don't have somebody that they can get access to in that level to be able to show them how to get there and help them, mentor them. So just in your own words, man, based off what you are right now, based off where you were when you started, how important for you was it to attach yourself to someone that was where you wanted to be, but also how important for you was it that they knew the information, but they were also willing to teach you the information?
Really, that's step number one. You cannot leave out that step, and it has to be the first step, because if you could be where you want to be, being who you are, you'll be where you want to be. I wasn't where I wanted to be. That showed me I didn't even know how to become that person. So guess what I did, Willie? The only thing that, the military taught me this, man, you go find you a leader that's there and you just ask them. So that's what I did, Willie. I went and I just asked. A successful person loves sharing how they became successful. People just like to talk about themselves anyway. That's why I like to ask, and you shall receive. I don't run from that principle. So I just asked, Willie, and it's very important because once you identify that's what you want to be, see, you get a mentor so it can help you start becoming that person. Now, you still got another step once you start becoming that person, because you got to do the things that it takes to become that person. One of the things you must do is you must change the way you think. But remember, you being you got you exactly where you were based off of how you were thinking. So now when you talking how me and you talk and it throw different things into the air and you catch it. See, that's why mentorship is important, because that mentor is sharing with you their route, how they got to where they are. In that conversation, you will start picking up on what you need to do. I failed to answer your question earlier about, so you got to teach this stuff. See, once you learn it, see, the mentor don't know it until he started teaching. See, learning is the redundancy is the mother of learning. All I'm doing is repeating the same thing and sharing what I did to get me here. I did it and I got here. Did I learn it? I don't know. I say you don't learn it until you teach it. Once you teach it, and then you get the phone call from Willie saying, hey man, I got excess. Hey man, what do I do the next? I don't know. I got you as far as I can get you. Now you got to keep learning. You know investing. You got everything that you need. You know exactly what I know. Now I can show you where I'm jumping and hitting that, but you still need to learn it. And then, be, do, and then you'll start having the results that you desire. You might not have your mentor's results because you might not desire what your mentor at the time desired. But if you plug in and stay plugged in with that source, the only reason a person to come unplugged is because they think they're there. I've seen that a lot of times too. They think they're there, but no, that's just where your mentor left you because he stretched you, but you just got started. You just started learning, and it ain't even been a year, so you can't expect to be there. It's okay to expect to be there, but let's be realistic. Your mentor been in the game 15 years. You just been in the game a half a year. Hello, Ring Ring. Let's be realistic. And a lot of people mess up and they don't set realistic goals, Willie. And so that'll knock them off them being plugged into mentorship too. But that is so important. You must have mentorship because you done got yourself as far as you could get yourself. Now you want to plug into somebody who's farther and been doing it for a while. And never cut your mentor off. I like to say that because if you ever cut your mentor off, that's a sign of kind of like disrespect. Not to your mentor, he don't care. The mentor don't care about it. I'm saying to you, it'll be disrespect because of the question you got to ask yourself, did I get to where I said I wanted to be? No, but I cut off my mentor. Whatever you disrespect, you repel. Whatever you respect, you attract. That's the truth, Willie. I never cut off my mentorship. No kind of way. Now, I won't cut it off because that's how you got to get there. Like my mentor told me, I never break, and I done told you this too. I never break this relationship. What am I gonna break this relationship for? You give me a chance to teach. I learned from listening to you. And they call it iron sharpen iron. So Willie, that's it, man. I went a little too long on that part, but I just want people to understand if they really listen. It's simple. Don't make life hard.
Man. Ooh, look here. First of all, I gotta tell you, man, please don't apologize to me, cause boy, hey, I got so many notebooks over here with stuff that you done said to me when we were doing stuff like that, man. You don't owe me no apology, cause hey, I know that tree right there is bearing good fruit because I come from that tree. Now, come on now. Hey, so man, you was killing it, man. You was talking about the mentor piece, and like what I want to hit on is this part. You said that when you learn something, that's when you can teach it, because you live in it. So you like when people come to you and like they well, we ain't gonna call them try to be chump to stump or stump to chump, but they try to ask questions because they think they smart, but they don't know that because you are at a certain level, I'm here to educate you. But what I would never do, I'm not gonna disrespect you, but I'm not gonna allow you to disrespect me neither. You know what I'm saying? Because because then it turns into something it ain't gotta be, and that's not what we do, man. We just trying to help those that want to be helped, that's willing to accept what we're trying to give. All right.
Yeah. Oh man, Willie, and I hate to, but in the military it even happened like that. And I was like, man, dude, I'm not competing with you. I ain't trying to see who could piss the farthest. You know what I'm saying? Like, really? But I got what you're saying, though. Yeah.
But that teaching point is what I want to talk about, man. And I don't want I don't want to dive down into this hole too deep, but I just want to like take this time, man, because like first of all, man, you already know how much love and respect I got for you. But I want to kind of drive home that teaching point just a little bit. Now, 2 years ago, me and you had a conversation. I said, Terrence, you know, I started to do some investing, but because because like you said, I and you even told me this one day, I got away from you for a little while and started doing some other stuff. And you said, Willie, I don't know who you're listening to or what you've been listening to, but you've been listening and doing the wrong thing. And that's where that mentor has to be there, because like sometimes if you become you get too full of yourself, you paint an unrealistic picture of yourself, you will think that you somewhere where you're not, and then it takes something to humble you, right? So I had started investing, but like every time I try to put that little money at the vet, I had to go back and get it. So of course I plugged into you and just kind of, you know, we had a conversation. I said, Terrence, I want to invest, man. I want to max out my 401k. And you said, Willie, well, let me ask you these couple of questions. Because you had already done it. I had seen your results. You had been doing it. Okay. So you asked me a couple of questions. I was able to tell you yes, answer all those questions. And you said, Willie, go. And, you know, I did it. You know, and then the time for it to come around the next year came again. And I just, you know, check back with your tape. Hey, T, I'm going to try it again. Well, Willie, I don't know what we're talking about. You already know what to do. You've done it. What you always tell me, you know what to do. Now do what you know. So here it is again, man. End of the year, man. And I can stand here in front of you again, good brother, and tell you that them numbers is maxed out, baby. Your boy did it again, over 20K. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not saying this to impress you, but I'm saying it to impress upon you the importance of attaching yourself to somebody that is where you want to be, but they also was willing to reach back and teach you. Ladies and gentlemen, and again, y'all already know I say this, man. I love my family. I am a country boy from East Texas. Tyler, Texas is my home. The community is Chapel Hill. That's all I know. I love them people. But I didn't have anybody in my lineage, in my line of people that I had access to that could teach me the things that I know now about finance, that I could implement them and know that they would work. And then, Terrence, like you said, that most important part is you got to teach what you know. I had a conversation in the last 3 days. I've talked to my daughter twice and talked to my youngest son once. And the information that I have that you shared with me, all I did was take it and share it with them. Because like you said, if I don't show them how to get out of that line, I'm doing them a disservice, especially when I know just because you moving up don't mean you getting closer to necessarily what you want. That just means that joker in front of you fell through the floor, got hit in the head with that doggone stud gun, and you thinking, oh, I'm getting closer. Yeah, you're getting closer to the end, joker. Get out of the line.
Exactly, Willie. Exactly. And the end is the beginning. So you're doing great by teaching your kids at the beginning. So when our time do end, see that legacy that we leave, they're gonna be able to multiply and advance it forward. But let me tell you about the opposite. For the parents, the guardians who don't teach this to their kids, should that guardian leave anything, should that parent leave anything to the kid financial wise, it probably be sold within the first 5 years. And it could be a huge asset. Really, they had some golden eggs and they had whatever laid the eggs. They sold the whole thing that laid the eggs because they didn't know no better. Your kids are not going to be like that.
No,
okay,
sir.
them eggs are gold. I don't know what they value, how much. It don't even matter because they kept what was creating the eggs.
Man, you set me up for this segue because we were talking about this earlier. You said, how do somebody know they like apple pie and got an apple tree on their land that producing apples like this? Joker gets so wrapped up in the apple pies that he go in and cut the whole damn tree down. Now, why would you cut down the source of the? Come on, man. Come on, man. Stay plugged into the source, ladies and gentlemen. Don't do it to yourself.
Willie, man, I wrote it down. I don't even have it no more. But I was talking to another one of our business partners, and we were talking about something to that. I'm just trying to see if I could pull it up because I ain't gonna lie. I told him I was gonna use it. I gotta try to find it, and I can't even find it. Oh no. When you cut that thing down, really, he said a stump don't produce any fruit. So why are you just gonna leave your roots in the ground? All that stuff you don't work hard for. I've seen people cut down their tree. Now, my saying, I want to be the financial branch in my family tree. I done seen some people cut down the tree of knowledge, the tree that was supplying them the knowledge. The asset was built to keep growing the asset. They sold all their apples. The tree gone. You don't have no chance for an apple orchard. It's gone. Now you got a stump that ain't producing nothing. Most people grind the stump up and go on, let it, put something over it and bury it. I ain't never seen a stump, Willie, reproduce itself and regenerate and not, I haven't seen it. I'm not in the tree industry, the real wood, but I don't know if it's like an octopus. I think you cut one arm off, it'll eventually grow back.
Yeah, that's like an old lizard. You cut a lizard tail off, that joker, he'll run off and you'll see him again. That joker gonna grow a whole new tail.
We ain't lizards.
No, sir.
We're not lizards. And if you take your brain away from yourself, you cover up all the wrinkles that you don't work so hard for and learn. And you just erase all the wrinkles and unlearn it and never apply the good stuff that you learn and go back to the bad stuff. You're going to reap that harvest. So the bad stuff for me when it comes to money-wise was being broke. Like, I just didn't, it's painful. But I'm sorry. Once again, we digress and start going back and forth.
But you know what? Like we was talking earlier, and I think you talked about this in one of the trainings. Man, I think it might have been last year sometime. But like you said, the further you go, the further you see, and like all of those things now, man. I was taking notes from them, and like I love. Now I was talking to a guy about this this morning. I'm sorry. I love how we talk about personal development because personal development may not be for where you are right now, but it's for who you will become. Yep. But if you disconnect from the source, or as we say, you cut down the tree, you're not gonna continue to get what you need. You know what I'm saying? Like just because you don't have a branch close enough to the ground today that's got fuel that the grandkids can reach up and get, don't mean that it won't produce one that will be there. But it ain't gonna happen if you cut the doggone tree down, man. Boy, that was heavy, boy. You're preaching, preacher. You're preaching.
I had to tell people I ain't the preacher. I'm just a preacher man's son, Willie.
Come on now.
These are the seeds, I guess, that's growing. I guess.
Hey, and you already know that's Bo Peep boy right there. We know that boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh man. Hey, but let me glance down here right quick, man. All right, so we're in about 40 minutes, man. I know we said we wasn't gonna stay on this long, but ladies and gentlemen, if you have been watching up to this point, or if you've shared this video, first of all, just let me say thank you very much, man. It's rare that and I say this all the time. A lot of people like to get on their social media platforms and use it for foolishness. I tell people all the time, I do not want to do that. I want to make sure that I give some type of value and just to let people know, man, like the seeds of greatness are already in you, but you got to nurture them in order for them to grow. All right. It'll never happen for you if you don't. But I'm going to my last point, Terrence.
And really, and I ain't mean to interrupt you because I know you ain't watching. I know we told them we will get back with them, but you do have some comments on some people, I think on the post. So I just want to let you know on the Facebook. You ain't got to go there now because I know you're doing everything, but I did want to let you know that.
Hey, well, I appreciate it, man. Hey, for those of y'all that are commenting, man, check this out. We want to get through what we got to get through, and we will hit a couple of questions, or you know what I'm saying. If you got a question, we'll you know, go through and just, you know, make sure that we give respect to those that watched us, man. Well, appreciate you so much. But Terrence, I want to bring it back home to you, man, because like, you know, been running with you for a minute, and you know, we wear these blue shirts of power right here, baby. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes,
Blue
sir.
shirts of power, baby. NBA all day. I want to get your input, man. First of all, what motivated you to come up with the Financial Blueprint Academy? Like, give me just the backstory as to, you know, like where did that come from? Like, what made you decide that, you know what, I need to get this academy built, and like just talk to us about that perspective first. Just FBA, man. If when you hear those three letters together, talk to me about that, man. Talk to me about your brain.
This thing now, I'm just tell you, it just came. It ain't no plan of mine. It was a vision that I saw. And people are rewarded according to the problems that they solve. Just so happened, God gave us all different gifts and talents. And I just was smart enough, or the discernment came to me that the biggest number one product in the world is money. A small percent of the population control a lot of the money. I bust my butt for the money. I just thought I should learn how money worked. And something hit me one day, I want to say 2000, probably 12 or 13. I was in North Carolina. I was stationed at Fort Bragg at that time. And a gentleman found me on the internet. This gentleman came from a college background. And he said he never heard any of this or taught any of this. And he went to a good university. I knew this had already given me the financial blueprint. I just didn't have the academy on the end. And when he told me that, I was like, hold on, man. I'm in the military. I was going to school. I got it. I understand institution. So I have a financial blueprint. And you say you went to school. I do have some college hours, but I don't have no degree. And he had a degree, and it didn't teach him this. So I said an academy at that time must be built. All I got to do is become the school that he went to. He didn't learn none of this from the school. That's how I looked at it. Well, you didn't learn none of this from the school. I might not need to enroll in school because you told me I ain't gonna learn it either if I go for that degree. He wasn't no cow, but let me just get out of that line. And so that's why I'm so stuck and locked in to this vision. I started it called the Financial Blueprint Academy, where we give people a financial peace of mind. That gentleman did not have a financial peace of mind until after he used the system, the strategies, which is the education, the software. You wouldn't believe where that guy's at today. That guy went from not having access to the internet. He used to go to the library. Now that guy's on his own business. He has a business. His wife no longer work, and he don't work a job. And ain't nothing wrong with working jobs. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But see, it changed his life. And that's all I want and we want to do with other people. We want them to have options in life. So that's kind of like how it was birthed. And we don't hold nobody. We ain't no oppressors. You should be free. I'm against oppression. I don't care. You get the knowledge, you go do whatever you want to do. God bless your heart. You got the knowledge. Just don't cut the tree down. You see what I'm saying? And you will be fine. And so that's what that gentleman did, man. And that gentleman is doing better. And that's what the whole mission, that's what this whole academy is about. Like, these people that use this system, they don't fix their life. They don't need you in their life. They fix theirs. You should be happy somebody that got wealthy coming back for you. But once again, it takes personal growth and self-development to even, you got to be transparent and know that you're struggling. See what I'm saying? You got to be transparent. You got to be like, okay, I'm tired of this. I know I should be further in life financially. Or you can just get in the bed with everybody else who don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. Whatever you focus on, it expands. Next thing you know, like, yeah, you do got time. It's 24 hours in a day, dude. Where did yours go? Stop saying you don't have time. You do have time. So that's what I want everybody to have, or at least experience it. I don't care if it's but for a year. That's good cash flow. See, this pandemic, Willa, that we've been in, I think it's about for almost 2 years now. I don't know. I don't keep up with it. But because it ain't never affected my time. I've been doing the same thing in the pandemic, out the pandemic. I've been doing the same thing since 2014. I'm gonna probably do it in 2022. That's it. That's why we wanted the Financial Blueprint Academy around. I haven't seen nobody do what we do. And if anybody listens to this, please feel free to comment below and shoot it to us. Because we on the investment side. We want to invest in it too. If the numbers are right.
Hey, a wise man told me one time, man, I will look and invest everywhere. But when it comes to the trick, I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna be red chimp. Man, that's heavy right there. Man.
Because when that wind blow, Willie, which it will. If it ain't been when it rain come, if it ain't been no rain in your life, wait a while. See, it won't blow you over. Because once you got the foundation, a lot of people don't have the foundation, Willie, and they go about it the wrong way. And if you don't teach it to your kids, if the wealth didn't come to you, you're probably going to go the wrong way too. And before cash flow management, you're going to be like, well, I need to invest. When the first thing is to stop losing, that's an investment. But most people want to just, hey, no, I want to invest in what you're investing in. Well, how much do you have to invest? And ain't nothing wrong with it, $5. But you're losing 100 right here. We could get that 100, recapture that. Now you got 105. I promise you 105 will compound faster than just 5. But now I don't want to do that, man, because you got to have a foundation. Well, you need a foundation. What you going to do? Build your house and put the roof on the ground? Well, I've seen all this stuff, man. And I'm like, so I have to learn how to paint these pictures and help people. You laughing, but that's the truth. I've seen people do it. And now they done put their investment, done put it all in there. Really? I even learned this back in 2008. Now, looking back, I understand it. When they had that, I ain't know the terminology and words then, but they called it the recession, I think, back then in 2008, Willie. And people lost a lot of their retirement savings. I always say in investing, like, unless that company just went out of business, that's when you lost. But these companies are still in business today, Willie, that was in business back in 2008. And what I came up with, and when I asked a few people, did you sell in 2008? That's what happened. They sold. It went valued real good in 2008, but they didn't have the education and they didn't change. See, Will, I tell people this all the time. Change gonna always happen. Whether you go with it or not, change is inevitable. But growth is optional. See, if them people would have grown mentally in the area of finances, they would not have panicked and sold. But whether the opposite is true, the people that kept their investments in 2008 and them companies are still around today, don't take my word for it. You go and see. You go and look at the company. These people got a whole lot of money now. But they didn't get investing wrong. They didn't put the roof on the ground first. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That's all I want to say.
So, man, you already know how we do. You hit on some things, and I want to go ahead and I want to issue this disclaimer. You know, we talked about the investing piece, and we are not licensed investors, man. We don't do that. But, you know, you said, you know, we'll teach them terminology and perspective. And because it's me and you talking, and I know we're going to have some other people who are watching that may understand. And like we always say, for those that don't, it's okay. You know, you just got to stay around long enough and it's going to all make sense.
Yeah.
And you taught me this, you know, like the recession in 2008, you know, yeah, it hurt. And, you know, I guess we was in what we would call a bear market when that happened, you know, but I was talking to a guy the other day and he was, you know, talking about investing. He's like, man, you know, I'm scared to lose money, blah, blah, blah. And I told him, I said, listen, what you got to understand is this. When it comes to investing, you only lose two ways. If you sold it or you took it all out because you got scared when you saw it coming down. Them the only two ways you lose. And he was just looking at him. I said, you got to understand, man, we had a run where we had a bull market. Like everybody was getting them nice returns and everything else. But here's what you got to understand. And you hit it right on the head. If you didn't sell and take your money out, that company, whoever it was that went through the recession in 2018, go back and look at what their doggone rate of return is right now today. You got some jokers that had $100,000 when that happened, and now they got going multi-billionaires because everybody that lost money, hey, what we say, it ebbs and flows. It's gonna come and go. You just can't get off the wave when you see it starting to go out. Just hold on. It's coming back. Just don't get up and move and go chase the water, because you're gonna get out there and be too deep, and when the wave come back, you ain't gonna be able to swallow all that water. Just sit there. It'll come back and you'll see it. And I will use one of these words I've seen in the movies, Terrence, when it come and hit you with your crescendo, oh baby, it feels so good.
and you're right, Willie. And the downfall to it is the people that I talk to, they old people now. In the financial game, when we talk about the financial game, that OT,
yes,
it's not overtime, it's out of time. Will it take time and money? And you got to have both. When the older people pulled theirs out at that time, they was already old. Your body don't do it. Well, I'm just 45. And my body has been interesting to me. Some days, woo, boy, my back I don't give it the power, but it don't let me move as fast as I like to move. And I'm just 45. See, there's somebody here, 45 years old, listening to us now. There's somebody here going to be 25 going to come across it, but it ain't going to make no sense to them. But we plant the seed. But it's some people that's 50. We just want to warn you. I hope you got time. When you hit 50, I don't care how you look at it, Willie. Even if we can live to be 80, right? 50 got a lot of road behind it. To get to 80, it ain't that far. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It just, I want to give people perspective.
Yes, sir.
And they can learn for themselves so they can make informed decisions.
All right.
I'm enjoying between the age of 39 to, it might go to another 5 years. Then my kids will be out of school and they be on their own. And then, they ain't gonna want to be in our life a whole lot. They want to go and venture. That's what they should do. I'm not trying to keep them in the house. That's oppression. Then I could go do whatever, whatever I decide I want to do. It don't matter what I go do. But I'm gonna have to go do something. But I'm enjoying this time right now, Willie.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Hey man, let me do a time check here one more time. All right, man. We at 52 minutes. Hey boy, we gonna mess around. Had to get us some more copyrights and some producers and all of that good stuff.
I think we should, man. I really do. I ain't gonna lie, man. I really do. I mean, I don't know if you're gonna do it, but you already doing it. I gotta catch up. You on point. I ain't even got StreamYard yet, but it's coming.
Hey, what'd you say in the beginning? This relationship is beautiful because not only am I learning from you, but you learning from me too.
Iron sharpen iron, baby.
Yes, sir. You said it the other day. I got to keep you close because you're not gonna let me get comfortable. Because every time you start doing something, if I don't know, I got to go find out, and that's a good thing because we doing it. Hey, iron sharpens iron, brother. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep pushing and uplifting. But man, let me hit you with this because I heard you say this, and I want to make sure as we start to wrap up here, you was talking about learning, teaching, being shown, all of this good stuff. So if someone is watching this, they're catching it either on your page or my page, and they want to learn, what would you as the FBA master? I'm just Daniel's son. You know what I'm talking about? I wax on, wax off. You listen to Waggy, baby. You know what I'm talking about? You put it out. You know what I'm talking about? But if somebody was watching us, man, they was like, man, you know what? I want to learn that. I need to be exposed to that information. What would you refer them to, Terrence, as not only a mentor, but as a builder yourself? What would you tell those people? Hey, man, check this out.
Okay. First of all, I always tell people it ain't hard to find out anything. We are beyond the information age. So whatever you want to be, you know what you have to do. Do what you know. But in case you don't know, because it's hard to see the picture when you are in the frame, I will ask, if Willie taught this, if Terrence taught this and teach this, I would ask, when is the next class? When is the next session? Like, that's what I would ask. It's simple. Like, I ain't trying to make life hard. I ain't, that's just how it is. Now, we do these every Wednesday night. And but we show numbers and so people can see the math, and we teach them a little bit more of the terminology every Wednesday night. All you gotta do is just jump on. It don't be on this link, but Willie could provide the link. I could provide the link. As a matter of fact, we're doing it today. Today is Wednesday. Yes, we're gonna be talking about it today. And on Thursdays, what we do is these same tools that we talk about. We show people exactly step by step how to do it. You have the tool, you use it. Just obey the rule. That's all we ask. And the rule is simple. You say you want personal financial success. You say you need to fix your credit. Here go the tool. Click on this tool. Like, it's just that simple, Willie. So that's what I would tell anybody who's watching and they desire to have any kind of what we call financial success, because it's different for everyone. Some people like Willie, he only need $1,000 a month because he don't have no debt. He can live off $1,000 a month. He don't have no debt. Don't take a whole lot when you don't owe people. It only takes a lot when you owe people. And if you owe a lot of people, it seems like it take a whole lot more. So, Willie, once again, I went 10 minutes just to answer that one simple question, but I have to make sure people understand. All they have to do is ask and show up. When you show up, you have to be all in.
Hey.
Once you're all in, can't nobody stop you. The growth gonna happen. The change is already happening. Either you're gonna get left behind, evolve, or you're gonna dissolve. You're gonna get left behind or you keep up. But when me and Willie going, we going. We going.
Yes, sir. I just want to hit this man real quick, because like I remember when, like I said, we've been rocking tight for about 5 years now. You would always say things to me, and like, what is he talking about? But this right here, I know you say that you ain't the preacher, you the preacher man's son. You preach the sermon when the preacher don't come. So I'm just over here. I'm just Deacon Johnson. You know what I'm talking about? I'm over here with the come on now. Talk to him, preacher. Come on now. Come on now. You already know it, baby. But like, hey, just want to talk to him, man, real quick. You said this to me before, and like we men of God, man. We try to make sure we live our life that will, it will bring glory to Him, and people will see it and be like, I want what they got. But in the good book, it said, "Seek, and ye shall find. Ask, and thou shalt receive it." Come on, y'all. That's the only one I know, because I don't want nobody to be on here talking about that. Because some of the folks out here watching this know me. They know that.
But you know what, though, Willie? It don't matter what they know. If they not, it's gonna open to them too. And I'm right there. I'm right there. Step on in. That's why I get that step in that room. Knock, it shall be open. So it don't matter what people know. It don't even matter what they know, what they don't know about you. If they hear what they heard, they know they could be financially successful.
There it is. Right there.
So it's all about the ears that it fall on. But Willie, also in that good book, I hate to bust your bubble, and I ain't trying to make it a negative thing, but it also says somewhere in that, I don't know, somewhere around it, everybody that have ears, they don't hear.
Boy, shut your mouth. Hush your, hey, like my uncle used to say, hush your mouth and keep on talking.
So that's life, though, man. That's what they call life, man.
Absolutely. Well, hey man, check this out. I know you said we got some comments, man. Let's jump over here in these comments real quick so we can make sure that we show love to those who are watching us. We have first in the shoot, Miss Stephanie Johnson Allred. That's my baby sister down there in Tyler, Texas. She says, good afternoon, Mr. Willie Ray Johnson Jr., and good afternoon, Mr. Terrence Hill. Baby girl, you know we love you. Yes, indeed. So let's see. We got a Facebook user here. Says, good afternoon, fellas. Chi-Town rocking with you. I don't know who that is. So, hey, Chi-Town.
We salute you.
Hey,
Yes,
like, Chi-Town. Put it on content. Yes, indeed. Mr. Chi-Town, appreciate you. Of course, we got Miss Bethany Rucker. Y'all know her as the Rucker Report. She says, what's up, Willie Ray Johnson Jr. and Terrence Hill? So excited that I got my son a UGMA account started for Christmas. This was
Willie, I got to say something on that one, man. Congratulations,
ahead, man.
That is awesome. I didn't know what a UGMA account was, but for your child to be as young as they are, I think that's awesome. That is very awesome. Just make sure you stay on top of it, and before they turn 18, hey, make sure you plant them seeds because you don't want them to turn 18. And next thing you know, they got it and they don't advance that money. But congratulations, Bethany.
Absolutely. Hey, salute you, sis. She says, what's up, Mr. NBA? NBA, that's Tyree.
Okay, so Tyree on here. On here. Let me go.
That's Mr. Chi-Town?
Yep. That might be Chi-Town. I don't know. He in that area. That's Tyree.
Oh, okay. What's up, Tyree? What's up, baby? Yeah.
I got Ben Cisneros. I don't know if he said anything, but I see, because I put this in our group, in our FBA group. Okay. So Ben on there. Shout out to you, Ben. Oh, I see old Mama Hill on there. There's a mama on there.
Hey, what's going on there, young lady?
Kevin Russell. That's the guy who I was just talking about in North Carolina. It was him. Okay. How I get the FBA. He the one who went to college and stuff, and a great leader. Tyree, Kevin, Laurie Strange. I see Laurie Strange. They say good afternoon to one of my favorite sergeants in the whole entire U.S. Army. I'll never forget you, brother. God bless you. So that's what I see. So
wow, that's big right there, man. Like, hey, Lori, thank you so much for hopping on. Hey, and ladies and gentlemen, I know we running long, but hey, when it get good to you, you let it go. This the season opener right here. So we supposed to give you a little bit extra. You know what I'm talking about? But man, like, me and that young lady right there, man, we met each other, and I was in South Carolina, man. So it was 2000 and I got to South Carolina in 2002, left in 2006. So I think me and Lori met each other like 2004, 2005, man. And it's amazing, like you said, when you doing good stuff, man, people will stay connected to you. You know what I'm saying? And that's just big for me, man. Thank you so much. Wow.
Hey, take care of people that take care of you, man. See, it always been in you. That's it. Now you just grow up on it and keep living the way you living, man. And Bethany says she's teaching her son every day. Okay, that's good. But I did have something, Will. I want to share my screen, but we're gonna have to come back and do that another time. Or as a matter of fact, we can share it tonight on the. That's what we'll do. We can share it tonight on the conference that we're gonna have. So if anybody watching this and you really went this far, you fast forward to the end, and it's so happened to be Wednesday, make sure you come in at this point so we can send you the link. And you invite your people. We're gonna show you, like, let math solve the problem. And if you don't have a wrinkle on your brain, we're going to wrinkle your brain first so you will be able to make a very intelligent and informed decision. And let me see something. I'm going to see something. Will I just, let me see. I can't find it anyway. So I was going to try to share it real quick, but I don't have it pulled up no more. But we'll share it, and they could see this thing that we call Income for Life. All and right. What's happening and why people are missing out on their personal. Why they robbing Peter to pay Paul. That was me. I was guilty of it. and they could see the whole tax code. We're going to teach them and show them two sides of the tax game. One that they know, and the ones that don't know, they get paid from it.
Absolutely.
So, not saying that you get paid not to know, but we're going to teach you so you can continue to get paid and you can learn, and then you could get on that side. And instead of you paying to play, you could play and then you could pay. Who I'm talking about paying? Your kids. Who I'm talking about paying? Your grandkids. See, the game changed according to the tax code, depending on what side you're on. So tonight, Willie, hey, I'm gonna throw it back to you, man. I forgot, we get long-winded, and I see you still got comments coming in, so I'm quiet. It's been fun, it's been real, and it's been real fun.
Yes, sir. Always is. Hey, but real quick, man, you already know. I see somebody in the comments, man, asking for the info. That's Miss Lori Strange. Miss Lori, as soon as we get done here, I will send you a message to your inbox with the information for tonight. Terrence, hey, always a pleasure, man. But tonight that call will be at 8:25
Central Time.
Standard Time.
Yeah.
Central Standard Time. So, hey, based off where you are, figure out where you are and what time you need to plug in. But Miss Lori, I will make sure I get that to you. But Terrence, you already know how we do, man. We get ready to close out. Please, man, let these fine people know, whoever have been watching us, if they're coming back and watching it now, they stuck around, let them know, man, give them your social media handles, where they can find you, where they can go and connect to you, man. Because I gotta say, I know that tree there bearing good fruit. So I just know you at least want to just stand under the tree so the fruit fall on you. You know what I'm talking about? Tell them how they can find you, good brother.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, man, my mama named me Terrence Hill. And I went into the military and they had to stop calling me Terrence. And the last whatever they called me was Hill. So I'm still Hill, but now I get to hear my first name and I go by my first name, Terrence. On all handles. If you want to handle me any kind of way, just let it be Terrence Hill and you can handle me that way. I might not be on all social media platforms like Mr. Willie Ray Johnson, but I am on Facebook and that name is Terrence Hill, spelled just like you see it. I'm on Instagram, and it's Terrence Hill, spelled just the way you see it. I'm on Twitter, and it's Terrence Hill, and it's spelled the same way you see it. And I think that's pretty much all the platforms that I'm on right now, but we got some things in the works for 2021, and it'll be in one centralized location, and you can catch me there, and I'll probably be Terrence Hill.
Hey, that's fire right there. Well, y'all already know, man, if you've been following me any length of time, I love my name just like my partner love his name. Willie Ray Johnson Jr., Willie, no Y. And please don't call me William, because that is not my damn name, okay? You can find me on all my social media platforms just like that. Willie Ray Johnson Jr., except for on Twitter, ladies and gentlemen. I am Willie Ray Johns 1 on Twitter. But in closing, Terrence, man, I don't even know why you sitting back over there waiting. Because you know you got to say what you say when you say what you say. Because when you say what you say, I love the way it sounds when it come out your mouth. Go on and hit them with it, cuz.
Well, I gotta say it there, man. But everybody, hey, man, thank you for y'all time and thank you for your attention. But what I love to say is the biggest room in the world, ladies and gentlemen, is that room for improvement. Now, get back with Willie, get back with me. When it comes to your finances, all we're doing is asking you to step in that room. So, Willie, I gave him the dose. I gave him the medicine. It's on them to go get the prescription filled.
Hey, one thing I know, baby, is the pharmacy is open. Come on through and get it. Hey, Terrence, I'll holler at you later, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll catch y'all tonight. Send out, man. Ask for the information. Ask, you shall receive. Seek, and you shall find. Knock on the door, baby, because we is opening it up for those that want it. Y'all take care, man. Be safe.